Hi you guys, welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker and welcome to show and tell number 85, I believe. I did check it and by the time I hit record, I already forgot what number we're on. I hope you guys have had a fantastic week. Mine's been pretty decent. Can't really complain. Most of the time when I do, it's uptown problems anyway, so not a big deal. I have a whole bunch of stuff to show you guys. And it's kind of like all over the place. If you end up seeing me throw my shoe, I'm really sorry. The cats have officially broken the lid off my trash can that I put all my little paper scraps and tape runner backings and stuff in. And Pippin is over there. I just keep seeing his little ears pop up over the edge of the tall trash can. So if I end up throwing a shoe at a cat, apologies in advance. Why don't you come over here and be cute? Why don't you show everybody how cute you are? Now he's walking in my stamps that I'm organizing. I can't wait to show you guys. I've been slowly working on organizing some of the paper crafting stuff as I'm going, and I have a couple cool things to show you guys, but right now everything's such a disaster because I'm in the middle of like the big card making for the year. So as soon as I get everything like sorted and cleaned up, and I can't actually wait to show you guys because I'm kind of excited. All right. We'll start with acquisitions this time. Let's spice it up. So I got my Tea Doddles Maker Bag of the Month Club bag. I left the paper upstairs on my desk once again, but so I can't tell you the make, but how cute. This kind of artwork always makes me think of those really, really pretty tattoos. Especially when you look at like the flowers and the mushrooms. And of course, I just got done saying last week how much I love the aesthetic of mushrooms. The inside, I would totally wear a dress made out of this, just saying. Is a skull damask. That is awfully cool. That is awfully cool. I know, I say this like every month. I love Christy Cook's taste in fabric. And I love the unique pairings. Like if she has a really, really bold and interesting print, the coordinating fabric is interesting, but toned back. It's a little bit more subtle. I love it. I love it. So our tea this month is Tazo Chai Pumpkin Spice. I have not tried this one. I do like a lot of the Tazo teas though, so I don't think I'm gonna have a problem with it. And I love me a good chai in the afternoon. And our Maker Charms. A little witch hat and a candy corn. But can I just point out that itty bitty wee T90 jack-o'-lantern hanging there? Look at the cuteness. Look at it. Look at it. He's so tiny. I love it. And I'm loving the little new tags. I'd made the comment, I need to tell her to stop putting her business card and stuff because I've already got like 100 of them. Because I keep ordering from her, I kept getting business cards. So she started using those instead, and I absolutely love it. We also, one of them got snapped. That was my fault. I put it in another, I put my bring down to film bag inside of another bag, and I guess I got it snapped. Sorry about all the rustling. There's also like candies in here. But finish breaking it the rest of the way if I'm already going to have it broken. Do this right. I was going to save these for next weekend. Oh well. We are having trick-or-treaters in the neighborhood apparently, but we're doing some sort of weird end of the driveway. I don't know how this is going to work. Like, I would be fine just leaving a big bowl of candy out there as long as all the kids stop to pause for my doorbell video camera so I can see their costumes. That's the best part to me. I love seeing the kids in costume. A couple years ago, we had a teenager show up and she was dressed as Bob Ross, and the top of her treat sack was a painter's palette, and it was awesome. Oh, come on. This is why I need somebody to live with me all the time. Ah! Oh well. They're bracelets. But my hand's too big to slip it on, and I can't get the hooky hook to hook. But I still have 2 left. They made it through the mail without getting snapped, which was rather impressive. My regular mail lady has not been carrying my mail, and I'm having a lot of mail go missing. I don't know where she's been. Oh well. And also, if I have not shared something you've sent to my P.O. box, please let me know, because I do try to share all the things that come into my P.O. box, but I'm getting an awful lot of mail for the 2 boxes on either side of me. So and keep this in mind as we get closer into Christmas. I know people are sending out Christmas cards and stuff here in the next month. If I don't share it, let me know you sent something so I can go down there and be like, hey, brah, where's my stuff? I know I'm not the only one having an issue with this, because Jennifer over at Cinnamon Stitches was just talking about her not getting stuff from last Christmas until this week. So I know I'm not the only one who's having problems with this, but I am getting a lot of my box neighbors' mail. And some of it looks really important. Like, I would be upset if, like, I was getting my bills and stuff and they were being put in somebody else's box. So the other thing that is oh yeah, this was just the candy. There's a apple sucker and some Hershey's Kisses. Worms. By the way, if you've never seen Roxanne with Steve Martin and you're always wondering why I go worms, Roxanne, worms. That's yeah. So I got a card from Marsha down there in Florida. I placed an order with her. I told y'all before, she's a Stampin' Up rep, and I had some things I need, but there were a couple of things in the catalog I really wanted. But you know Marsha, because she's the one that puts all the fun little confettis in her cards. And I will leave her channel link down below down there. But she didn't get her Halloween cards out, but she still managed to send me some spider confetti. So those will actually go in. I've got holiday bags and boxes for card making stuff and scrapbooking stuff. And sorry, I used a new hair dryer this morning, and my hair is a little different than normal. But I save all of her little confetti that she makes, and I put them into things for my own projects, so they get recycled through my stuff. And she also sent me some of the Stampin' Up gems, which I have never tried their gems, so I do want to kind of compare them to my cheap Amazon ones. I'm just kind of curious. Let's do FOs, because I do have a couple of those. That's the other thing I was looking for earlier. Good to know. Good to know. So I got washcloth done, and this is just my standard crocheted lemon peel stitch This is Sugar and Cream and like bright blue, I think was the color. And it is pretty bright. And then I had enough for a face round, or like I've said before, I use these actually as scrubbies because you can really ball it up and away grime. I communicate a lot more in motion and animation than I do in words. I mean, I can talk forever in 3 years, but it's not scrubbing. It's about half you guys actually know what I mean. It's kind of fantastic. It is actually still early this time. I did not make it out for my walk this morning. I did cleaning. I was up stupid early again. That's becoming the norm. I think we're now at like 6 weeks of me getting up between 4 and 5. It's kind of old. Getting old real fast. So yeah, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning here. I'm still drinking coffee. And this is the other project I got done. This is knitted using the Hobby Lobby hand-dyed chunky. Now, I have mentioned a number of times that I am not a fringe person. But one of my friends actually sent me directions on how to try this drop stitch fringe, which is why it's looped. It's actually drop stitches from the edge of my knitting here. Actually, can't even tell that it's knitted from this distance. Filming is so weird because trying to get like that extra height you need to show something. And because I sit on the floor when I film down here, a little bit harder for me to just stand up and show you guys because you're going to be looking at my kneecaps if I do that. But this is using 2 balls. You work from one end. When you hit about done with that, you go to the next skein and so on and so on. So finished, this looks pretty even. I'm kind of pleased with it. The color as I worked it, one side was a little bit lighter than the other. I mean, I can still tell that this was the more saturated end than this side, but it's not like some of the other things I've done recently where there's a huge line in between. I do need to trim my tails down here. For chunky yarn, I do this for crochet and knitting. I do separate my plies and weave them in separately. But I actually kind of like the way this looks, and I kind of like the way the fringe worked up. We'll see how it does. The cats have already had fun with this while it was blocking. And I'm still having a lot of curling. There's some changes I would make to the... This isn't a pattern that she sent me. It was just kind of directions on how to do this. So maybe there'll come a time where I'll share. If I find a tutorial before I get this up today, I will share that link down below. But if not, it's a drop stitch fringe. That's all I know to call it. There are some patterns on Ravelry for similar things. But yeah, I think this is kind of cool. We'll see how I feel about this kind of fringe. I still think fringe adds a lot of bulk, and I'm not a huge fan of the bulk, but I am a huge fan of the neon. Just saying. Come on. That's kind of fun. I almost look like I'm trendy. Almost, but not quite. Yeah, it's done working that way, and then you drop one side stitches. I would definitely do a seed stitch on this top edge up here, the non-drop side, just to help with the curling under thing. But as it's a scarf, it's really not a big deal. But now that I have finished both projects with the hand-dyed Hobby Lobby yarn. I will be filming a review right after this. Oh, got my own hair in my mouth. To talk about what I found when I was working with it, what I thought. There are a couple of things I'm going to high level mention, but not really get into in detail. There is some drama, but I don't want to spend my whole time talking about drama. I want to talk about the yarn. So if you're interested in that, hopefully that will be up Saturday morning, 8 o'clock Eastern-ish, if I play my cards right, which means I get it like uploaded tonight and scheduled, because I'll forget tomorrow. Tomorrow will be kind of a busy day. I got to do my grocery shopping, and I was able to find I was able to find 2 cans of canned pumpkin the other day, so I've got enough to make 2 more loaves of pumpkin bread again. So I'd kind of like to have some pumpkin bread again. So WIPs. I did bring 2 WIPs down. These are really the 2 things I've been working on the last 2 weeks, and I didn't do WIPs last week. But this is my progress so far in the Mary Maxim crochet kit for October. Still really enjoying it. I'm almost done with my second ball of the yarn. I think I'm just shy of being a third of the way done. But that's where we are. I really love this color. And I told you guys, based on the measurement and how much yarn they sent, that this was going to be a huge wrap. Remember, I'm only 5'5". And if I take this out to full wingspan, it's still out of frame. So yeah, this is definitely going to be a huge wrap. I have 0 issues with that. That means I will be able to fully wrap it around myself and probably be able to throw it over my shoulder with a shawl pin, which is pretty exciting for me. Just saying, pretty exciting for me. But I am doing it exactly as it's written in the pattern. I'm not making any changes or alterations. I think the pattern is fantastic so far. I think I have done all the stitches so far. Now it's just working through the center section and then repeating this first thing though. And the other big project I've been working on is my dad's Christmas blanket. Which, if he somehow like didn't realize he was getting a blanket this year for Christmas, sometimes he watches my videos like, sorry to ruin your surprise. I assumed you knew. I've only gotten like 1 extra row done in the last week, but like I told you guys, I was on the royal blue and I had turned 1 corner down here. But this is where we are so far in the random color choice. Oh, I'm showing you the back. Oh well. Random color choice with random rows. And I did set the row parameter between 5 and 15. I've finished completely using 5 balls of yarn so far, and I'm almost done with a 6th and about halfway through a 7th. But before I finish this section of blue, this is a pretty big section of blue. I'll probably have like 4, well, probably 2 more added to that. But we're in the home stretch now, because once you turn that 1 corner, I need it to be about probably 6.5 feet long, and it's already 5.5 maybe. So I don't have that much further to go lengthening it out before I start closing up that last corner. So it will definitely be ready in time to ship off for Christmas. I am shipping everything off for Christmas this year. My parents were in the process of moving last Christmas, and so I actually still have all their gifts from last year too. That big blanket I made my mom, the hat and cowl I made my dad. So for Christmas this year, they're getting last year's gifts and this year's gifts. And I think that's everything. Oh, no, I've got one more thing. Hold on just 1 second. I got some Thanksgiving cards or fall cards done. So this is an Operation Right Home sketch that I used. Got some brown gingham. This is once again that Mrs. Sparkle & Co. stuff that I got either last year or the year before. And the inside just pretty simple. But some are just fall, some are Thanksgiving. I love this paper pad, and I've almost worked through the bulk of it now, and I'm kind of sad. And both of these are Call Me Crafty Owl sheetload of cards sketches. I made a dozen of each of these cards. I'm down to now, like, the next set's only half dozen. Oh, man. Man. I got fluff on my nose. And this one has the pumpkin paper at the back. And then this one is a top fold. And it's got folksies on the back. And that's what the inside of that one looks like. So I'm pretty excited. Getting a lot done. I'll see where I am. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of 12 plus another half dozen. So anybody who doesn't get a Halloween card will definitely get a fall / Thanksgiving card. Oh, man. Fluffies. Yeah, Pippin's sitting over there, so I probably actually have cat fur on my face. But then I normally send out some for family too. So hopefully I'll get all those cranked out over the weekend and be able to go back to Christmas. I do have a set of those where I need to finish stamping them and putting them together. It's just the inserts left to do and embellishments. So hopefully in the next 2 weeks I'll have those done, because I need to start the next round of Christmas cards. Christmas is the big one. Like, not everybody celebrates Halloween. Not everybody's in the States for Thanksgiving. But there's a lot of people who celebrate Christmas, and I always try to, anybody who sends us a card, I always try to send a card back out to them. So I always need, just a couple extra from what I think I need. But yeah, so that is everything I worked on this week. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I look forward to seeing you guys real soon. Love you guys. Bye.